We're about to dive straight in with what's gotta be the craziest interview I've ever conducted. We're talking about Daniel Pesina, Carlos Pesina, John Parrish, Richard Divizio, and Anthony Marquez all at once. Things are about to get absolutely insane here, so please do stick around for the next 20 minutes or so. But before we do that, I want to give an absolutely massive shout out to the one and only Tabok99. If you are a Mortal Kombat fan, if you are into Mortal Kombat lore, chances are you've already heard of Tabok. If you haven't, give his channel a check, give it a subscribe. The man is a walking Mortal Kombat encyclopedia and was kind enough to record some of the on-site footage that you see throughout this video. So please do check that out, and without further ado, it's time to fight.
Flirt FM, Galway's alternative radio station.
Hey, how are you?
It's me, everyone.
Can you hear that? Can you hear us all right?
Hey, how are you? How are you? I like my hand. I like my hand.
That's Carlos blocking Rich.
Oh, what up? Oh, what up?
Oh my, Anthony, I see you in the background there as well. Hello, how's it going? Nice to see you again, my brother.
Yeah. So we have Anthony Marquez in the sunglasses, Kung Lao, Rich Divizio, Baraka, Quanchi, Cabal, Kano, Jackson Briggs, the guy with all the muscles.
Amazing.
My brother, Raiden. Actually, he's everybody. He is Shang Tsung because he plays everybody.
Guys, it's absolutely fantastic to meet you all. This is absolutely incredible. Wow. I'll tell you what, I will keep it as short and sweet as I can because I know that you guys are very, very busy there. I watched your panel yesterday. It was absolutely fantastic. Let me start off with you then, Daniel Pesina. You have been Johnny Cage, you've been Scorpion, you've been Sub-Zero, Reptile, Smoke, Noob Saibot, half the cast. It's always fantastic to speak with you here on the Galway Gamer. Were you prepared originally for the monster that Mortal Kombat was to become?
One more time. I'm sorry. They got too much.
That's no problem. Were you prepared for the juggernaut that Mortal Kombat was to become when you began?
Man, I did. None of us really expected it. And this guy in the background right now is Tim Kittro from NBA Jam.
Oh wow! No way! That's just a boom shakalaka.
Yeah,
incredible. Hi, how's it going?
There's nothing up the interview. So yeah, we never. Again, when we started the game, I think that's one of the reasons why it was great is because there was no expectations. You know, it was a low volume game. They would let us do everything we want. So there we go.
And you reprised your role a little while ago as Johnny Cage in the upcoming fan movie Mortal Kombat Legends Never Die. What was it like playing Johnny Cage again?
Well, the good thing is, like when we created, when I helped co-create the character, I just acted like me. So Johnny Cage or Scorpion or Sub-Zero, I just have to act like me regularly.
Excellent. And Carlos, do you mind if I speak to you for just a moment, if that's okay? Like you've been working on the game since the original, you're still involved. How has the process of motion capture evolved over the years?
Well, I can talk in general terms, but right now I'm retired. So I retired back in December. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And motion capture's evolved throughout the ages. More or less, it's got simpler. You have like your inertia base, which you can just set up anywhere. and then you have your optical, and that's, that could be from like one person to capturing maybe 20, 30 people if you have the proper volume and space.
And sticking with the franchise throughout the years and how it's evolved, it's had many crazy, crazy characters. Would you like to see mocap making a return?
You know what? That's one of those. It was a tribute that the game team decided to put me in there because I did for the first, I would say, like MK5 through 7. Did a lot of the mocap work, and it was kind of a tribute that one of the art director put in, and just love it. But it's one of those things where it's a great character. It's kind of like doesn't have the best fighting styles, but it's a little tribute. And, I really appreciate that.
I think mocap got a place in everybody's heart over the years. I think everybody kind of got fond memories of him just due to how bizarre he was. I think he's burrowed his way into many Mortal Kombat fans' hearts.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. It's just an honor to be involved in such a successful game. It's just an honor.
Fantastic. Carlos, absolutely fantastic to meet you. Is it okay if we move on and chat to John Parrish there in the background? Jax.
There, he's ready.
All right, Jax. My apologies, John. You were the franchise's first you were the first muscle man, the first strong man. Being a bodybuilder, was it difficult performing the martial arts moves for the video games?
No, actually, no, because before I was a bodybuilder, I was a martial artist, a gymnast, a swimmer. So I'm quite athletically inclined. So nothing was hard for me to do.
Excellent. It all came very, very naturally during the filming process then, yes?
Came naturally. Yeah.
Yes.
Fantastic. Now, we've seen images of you back in the day in a kind of a yellow Jax outfit, long before the finalized version of Jax in Mortal Kombat 2. Was this originally to appear in the first game, or was it during the second game?
It's supposed to be the second game. But
okay, what happened to that particular costume?
Well, the problem was that the suit didn't fit because it was real tight and it didn't have any flexibility. So, and my legs are quite large. So when I jumped up to do a high kick the first time, it split. So we had to, I was trying to tell the seamstress, I told her it wouldn't work, but so she, we had to go get some tights.
That's fair. That is fair. And just one more while I have you here, John. The gotcha soundbite from Mortal Kombat 2 and 3, is that actually your voice?
No, the gotcha voice, I believe, is Ed Boon's.
Okay, Ed did that one as well. I knew that he did the Get Over Here. I had no idea that gotcha was also him. I always thought it was you.
Yeah. Yeah, Ed got to do, because originally we did the voices, a lot of the voices for number 1, but more of the grunting and stuff like that. And it was just on the fly, easier for Ed to jump in and do the voices for a lot of the small bites during the first 2. But a lot of those phrases were actually created by some of the guys from the actors of the crew.
Okay, cool, excellent. John, it's been absolutely fantastic to talk to you. Thank you very much for taking a few minutes to chat with me here on the Galway Gamer. It's been a pleasure.
Oh, it's been an honor, sir. Been an honor.
Daniel, this is absolutely amazing. My mind is blown here. As a lifelong fan, do you mind if I get a chat with Richie Divizio here?
What's going on?
Richard, sir, very, very nice to meet you. Eoghan Murphy here from the Galway Gamer. I'd first like to thank you for scaring the crap out of me as a kid. Your Baraka absolutely terrified me as a boy. He genuinely did.
Thank you.
Now, unlike many of the ninjas, you had like a full headpiece, a full mask when you were playing as Baraka. Was that restricted in any way? Was that difficult to perform in?
It didn't really restrict my performance, but it was uncomfortable to wear because of the latex was so tight on my face, and there's only 2 holes in the mouth and in the nose to breathe from. So when you're jumping around and doing kicks and punches and flips, I was probably wearing it for about 4 hours straight before I got to take it off for lunch. Ate a little bit of pizza, and then I was back in the mask for another 4 hours. So it was very hot to wear.
Oh, I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you've done quite a few characters. You've done Baraka, you've done Kano, Quan Chi, Cabal, but Quan Chi, I believe, was your only speaking role. Did you have acting experience before your role as Quan Chi in MK Mythologies?
Before Quan Chi, I had done a little bit with Ho Sung Pak and Daniel Pesina in a small film called The Book of Swords. It was a little project that we did in Chicago here, and but no real acting experience, before that. And then right after, actually, a few months before we did Mythologies, I had gone to an acting school here in Chicago and learned a lot of details on character development, and that really helped me a lot. So it just helped me become to embrace the character on screen a little better. I guess the most important takeaway from that class was that acting class was to just believe who you're trying to portray, because if you don't believe it, then the people that are watching you are not going to believe it.
Excellent. Okay. Yeah.
Do not question me, Serena, and more importantly, do not fail me. We have toiled with ninja long enough.
Amazing.
Don't you feel like I sent you? The Nether Realm is a place for evil beings. You could not exist here unless you were tainted with evil. You belong here. Join my brothers of the shadow and worship our Lord Shinnok. Never, sorcerer. Then, so it shall be, ninja.
Ladies and gentlemen, Richie Divizio, what a hero! Oh my word!
Fucking room.
Oh, that's
You want
amazing.
answers? I want answers.
Richie, while I have you here, I'll ask you one last question, if that's okay.
Okay.
Kano is the nastiest of nasties. He's a real bad guy, and and we are talking about a roster full of killers who can take people apart in an instant. How does it feel to be known as the bad guy on that kind of roster?
I love it. 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 I love it.
Brilliant. Do you ever
Wouldn't
think
have it any other way.
would you ever play a hero character?
Hell no. Fucker, man.
Paying them.
Yeah, unless they pay me a lot of
If
money.
they're paying
Then
you a lot of money, then it'll be a hero.
Oh, fantastic, Richard. Thank you very much. That was amazing.
thank you. Good to meet you.
You too, sir. You too.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Kung Lao, Anthony Marquez.
The Kung Fu rock star. Whoop. Slide over his hat. Slide over the hat so you can.
Oh, you've got the hat with you and everything. That is amazing. It's fantastic to talk with you again. How you doing?
How you doing? Long time. How you doing? You good?
That's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I am having the time of my life here. I genuinely am.
Awesome. What's up?
Now, it wasn't that long ago that we were speaking about the movie. We were talking about Kung Lao. We were talking about fusion. Tell me, how has Mortal Kombat shaped your career? And if you weren't Kung Lao, do you think you'd be doing a different job now, or would you still be involved in martial arts?
You know, to tell you the truth, if we didn't do Mortal Kombat, if I wasn't Kung Lao, I would still be hanging out with Danny. I'd still be doing what I do. But because of Mortal Kombat and because of everything that's associated with Mortal Kombat, we get to just kind of play out our lives like this. But we're the same people. I would be doing martial arts. I would be, I would have my band. But because of Mortal Kombat, we get to do things like this, and I'm so grateful for that.
That's absolutely fantastic. That's so cool. It's always great to see the fact that your band also get a gig at all of these events, which I think is just absolutely spectacular. I love seeing that. I see the hat floating around there in the background. Tell me, you told me about the original hat. That's not the original there, is it?
Okay, so no, that's the travel hat. It is very, very similar to the original hat. The original hat is actually one of the last known artifacts left from the original trilogy. And so that is stored in a very safe place.
Cool. I'm imagining that the one in the background then has real razor blades on it, yes?
Yes.
Yeah. Anthony, it's an absolute pleasure. Thank you again for taking the time to come on the show here. It's always great speaking with you.
Anytime. You're one of our favorites. We love you. And yeah, whenever, especially when I'm around or me and Danny are around or whatever, we're always going to be hanging out together. Cool.
Phenomenal. We got to get you to Ireland and
Awesome.
have a few games together for sure.
Definitely.
Thank you, sir.
All right, brother.
There you got most of my friends.
Oh my God, this has been an absolute treat. Now, I know this is don't get me wrong, we are Radio Hill, but being very professional, it's all good, but I am just blown away here personally. I genuinely am. I can see Carlos summoning lightning there in the background as well. This has been absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much.
And I want a small cameo from the original Kick Thunder, who is now 20 years old. So
What?
that happened a long time ago. Now he's an old man.
That is amazing. That is amazing. Now he is officially old enough to play Mortal Kombat, so that's fantastic. Daniel, this has been such a treat. It really, really has. Thank you so much for giving me your time today. I know you guys are super busy there, and I can feel the energy in the air from you guys. I genuinely can. You've all chatted to me individually over the years. You've all said how good friends you are, but now seeing it live in person like that, I can see the way you interact. I can feel that friendship. I can feel that energy between the Mortal Kombat cast, and I think that's just absolutely fantastic. I think it's phenomenal.
Well, no, thank you. You're the one who's, it's early morning here, and it's a Sunday, so you're giving up a day of rest to come hang out with us. But,
Oh, Andy Day.
It's a friendship, that's for sure.
That's exactly what it is, sir. That's exactly what it is. Thank you so much. This has been the Galway Gamer on Flirt FM.
101.3 Flirt FM.